This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 1041 Coulter Court, Simi Valley, California, 93065. Today is March 23rd, 2022. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 2-inch cast iron waste line cleanout. Waistline cleanout located in the front bathroom as soon as you enter the front door on the right hand side. And this is our 2-inch cast iron cleanout. This goes out towards our front door. And we're going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here at the top of the cleanout. And we're zeroed out, and we're going to go ahead and drop down and begin our video waste and sewer line inspection. So it does appear we're dropping down. We'll make a little bit of a turn. Again, we got a little more debris on our camera lens. We're going to flush the toilet just to rinse our, see if we can rinse our camera lens. And we'll just pause for a moment. And again, it does appear that we are in cast iron waste line. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. Just push out slowly so we can take a good look at the cast iron waste line. And as we push out, it does appear that we're transitioning to what appears to be, keep pushing a little bit. It does appear to be, possibly, looks to be vitreous clay sewer line. So again, we're just going to push in just a little bit. And it does appear to be an opening there at the top right around the 12 o'clock. So we're going to push in just a little bit more. And we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. And it is just to the right of the front door in the plant area. We did mark it with an orange flag at 2 foot 3 inches deep. And this is our mainline sewer cleanout, just buried in the planter area. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. And just push out slowly. Pull back a little bit. A little more. It does appear to have a little bit of root intrusion in that joint there right around the 9 o'clock area and the 3 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. These joints are approximately 4 feet apart. So again, we're just going to push out slowly. Again, this joint here, it does appear that we do have a little more root intrusion in this joint here from about the 3 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 12 o'clock area. So again, we'll continue to push out.
Do they already have a place?
And we're coming up on the next joint. And again, as you can see in this joint here, it does appear that we do have quite a bit of root intrusion in this joint here from about the 7 o'clock area going all the way up and around to about the 5 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. Making a little bit of a turn and more root intrusion in that joint as well. Continue to push out. And again, we're coming up on the next joint here, and as you can see, as we're pushing out, pushing slowly, pushing it slowly, you can see that we do have quite a bit of root intrusion. A lot of the root intrusion is going in around the top of the pipe and laying up on the top of the pipe there. And as you can see, as we come into this joint here, you got a large root intrusion in this joint from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. More root intrusion. Fairly large offset. We're going to pull back just a little bit. As you can see here, we've got a fairly large offset in this joint. Again, very difficult to tell, but appears to be from about the 12 o'clock going all the way down to about the 6 o'clock area. So again, and a large root intrusion. So again, we're just going to try to push hard past this point and get up and past that point. And what we're going to do is we're just going to attempt to push out. It does appear that we are in what appears to be a fairly large root intrusion. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. We'll pause here for a moment. I'm going to flush the toilet. Okay, we went ahead and got past that point. So again, we're just going to continue to push out, utilize this water to help us push out. It does appear that we did transition to what appears to be concrete sewer piping. But again, we're just going to utilize the water, help us push out, get all the way out into our city sewer tie-in, and then from there, we can pull back and take a good look. So again, we'll flush the toilet again, and we'll just utilize this water to help us push out. And when we pull back, we can take a good look at the joints in the concrete lateral. So again, we do got that water to help us push out. And we can here move more root intrusion. We make a turn. We're going to have to pull back a little bit and go at it a little bit harder. Okay, we went ahead and we're able to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And as you see, we're going to pull back slowly. As we pull back slowly, you can see that this is our city sewer tie-in here. There's our opening. As we pull back, you can see that we do have a root intrusion in this area here. So I'm going to pause here for a moment. Again, as I mentioned, we do have root intrusion in the saddle area. So again, we're going to pull back really slow. So again, as we continue to pull back, you can see that we've got more root intrusion. And again, we just continue to pull back slowly. You can see that we do have more root intrusion as we're pulling back. So again, it does appear that we transition to what
is that grass or what?
So again, we're going to continue to pull back. Again, we're just going to continue to pull back, and that joint appeared to be in fair condition. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. And again, we are in the lateral, so we are out in the street. We're heading back towards the curb area, heading back towards the property. And again, a little bit of neoprene band in those joints exposed. But again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And again, a little more neoprene bands exposed in those joints there. And again, it does appear that we transitioned back into what appears to be concrete sewer piping. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And again, that joint appeared to be in fair condition. And again, a little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint there. A little bit of concrete pipe eroding in the joint too, right around the 5 o'clock area and right around the. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Again, we're just going to continue to pull back. Again, a little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint as well. And As we pull back, it does appear we're going to be transitioning back into vitreous clay. And as you can see in this area here, we do have a fairly large root intrusion in this area. So we're going to pull back slowly. And again, as we pull back, you can see the size of the root intrusion. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back slowly. And again, as we pull back, you can see that we do have more root intrusion. And again, fairly large root intrusions. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. And as we pull back, these joints here all appear to have root intrusion. Throughout the vitreous clay, all appeared to have quite a bit of root intrusion throughout the joints. So again, another large root intrusion in that area. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, a little more root intrusion in that joint. Again, that joint appeared to be in fair condition. Continue to pull back. And again, we do have another offset in this joint here from about the 6 o'clock going all the way up until around the 7 o'clock area. So you got a good shift there. So again, as you can see in this joint here, we do have a fairly large offset from about the 6 o'clock going up to about the 12 o'clock. And again, we do have some root intrusions coming in around the 2 o'clock area. So again, we're going to pull back. And again, transition back into our cast iron waistline. Okay, again, as we pull back, we did transition back into cast iron waistline. And so again, the cast iron waistline does have some buildup, some scaling, but again, appears to be in fair condition. We did flush water through here and everything seemed to flush through. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn, and we're going to come up and out of our clean out. And that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.